Oh, girl. I see that for whatever reason you've decided it's time to try dating apps. It's finally come to this. They either feel like volunteering for sexual harassment or like trying to find a beach in an inland desert. But hey, they're not all bad. And if you do it right and don't let the creeps get under your skin, they can be fun. Let's scroll right into the madness and laugh through the awkwardness. Let me start with some horror stories. Imagine matching with someone who seemed normal, only to receive a message that said, "Hey, want to see my lizard?" Spoiler alert, it was not a pet lizard. Then there was the guy who opened with, "Sup?" I replied, "Sup, bread, because carbs are the only thing I want that dry and bland." And my personal favourite, "Hey, beautiful, are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you." I responded, "No, I'm a restraining order because you're coming on too strong." So much dumb. Do any of these lines actually work? Have any of these guys even talked to a real girl? Now on to the dates. I once met a guy who answered his phone and put it on speaker when his mom called. It was like he brought his mom to our date. No, she wasn't sitting nearby, but it was like she was at the table introducing herself like it was a PTA meeting. Another time, a guy showed up 45 minutes late because he had to finish a raid. Not sure if it was in a video game or an actual raid, but either way, priorities. And let's not forget the date who spent the entire evening talking about his ex. By the end of the night, I felt like I needed to send her an apology card. Maybe we can be BFFs. Okay, now that we've laughed and cringed, here's some advice to navigate this circus. 1. Just block the creeps. When someone makes you uncomfortable or sends you weird messages, block them and move on. Trust me, ladies, if you haven't done this before, you're about to get a lot of unsolicited and inappropriate messages. Think of it as them doing you a favour by showing their true colours early. They're just saving you a lot of time. Block, move on. Screen cap, though, so you can embarrass them on Facebook or whatever. 2. Ignore low-effort openers. If someone starts with "Hey," "Sup," or "How you doing?" just move on. You deserve more effort than a Joey Tribbiani impression. You're going to get 50 million of these. Any guy who has done any research at all knows you will get 50 million of these. Date a smart man who does research. Smart is super sexy. 3. Start your own conversations. Don't wait for guys to make the first move. Send a thoughtful message that shows you've read their profile. Trust me, it works wonders. Guys are used to messaging first and hearing crickets, so if you don't send them low-effort openers either, and you find something interesting to say that relates to their profile, it's going to work. But that requires there to be something interesting in their profile. See? We're vetting both your men and your own choices at the same time. 4. Be truthful but mysterious. Share enough about yourself to be genuine, but save some details for later. It keeps the intrigue alive and gives you more to talk about on your first date. 5. Pre-qualify your dates. Have a phone call before meeting in person to ensure basic compatibility. This helps you avoid wasting time on people who aren't a good match. Consider the first meter test. Treat the initial meeting as a casual interview. Keep it simple with coffee or a walk. And see if there's real-life chemistry without high expectations. Think about some stories to tell, or some burning questions you want to ask. Have zero expectations. If it goes poorly, you can bail. And worst case is you've wasted an hour of your life. Often the conversation will be fine, but there won't be chemistry. And it'll be like having an hour-long chat with a stranger. No biggie. And sometimes, well, there's a reason you're doing this, right? 7. Stay positive and have fun. Approach dating apps with a sense of humour. Enjoy the process, and don't get discouraged by bad dates or ghosting. Every bad date is a potential great story, and every good date is a potential great relationship. So there you have it. Now go forth and swipe with confidence. And remember, if all else fails, there's always wine and cat videos. Or you can binge watch this really funny YouTube channel called Awkward White People Do Awkward Stuff. Maybe like and subscribe while you're at it. Cheers!